mysterious and suspenseful. The moon hung high in the night sky, casting an eerie glow upon the deserted streets of a small town. The wind whispered through the trees, carrying with it a sense of foreboding. In the stillness of the night, a young couple, Mark and Sarah, found themselves walking home after a late dinner. Little did they know that their lives were about to be forever changed. As they strolled down the dimly lit street, a sudden chill ran down their spines. They felt as if they were being watched, but when they turned around, there was no one in sight. Uneasiness settled upon them, but they brushed it off as mere paranoia. However, their unease turned to terror when they heard a soft voice behind them. "Excuse me, can we come in?" Mark and Sarah turned around to find two children standing before them. They appeared to be around 10 years old, their faces pale and their eyes as dark as the night itself. The children's clothes were old-fashioned, as if they had stepped out of another era. Mark and Sarah exchanged puzzled glances, unsure of how these children had appeared out of nowhere. "Where are your parents?" Sarah asked, her voice trembling slightly. "We don't have any," one of the children replied, their voice devoid of emotion. A shiver ran down Mark's spine as he noticed their eyes. There was something unnatural about them, something that sent a chill through his very core. He wanted to run, to get away from these children, but something held him in place. "Please, let us in. We need to use your phone," the other child pleaded. Mark hesitated, his mind racing with thoughts of danger and the unknown. But against his better judgment, he reluctantly led them inside their home. The children followed silently, their eyes fixed on the couple with an intensity that made their skin crawl. Once inside, Mark handed them the phone, watching as they dialed, a number with an eerie familiarity. As they spoke in hushed whispers, Mark and Sarah exchanged nervous glances, feeling trapped in their own home. Suddenly, the power went out, plunging the house into darkness. Panic set in as Mark fumbled for a flashlight, his heart pounding in his chest. When he finally found it and switched it on, he was met with a horrifying sight. The children were no longer children. Their once innocent faces were now contorted into grotesque masks of evil. Their eyes, once dark, now glowed with an ominous red hue. Mark and Sarah screamed in terror, their bodies frozen with fear. The children's voices echoed through the darkness, their words filled with an otherworldly power. "You should have never let us in," they whispered, their voices merging into a haunting chorus. In that moment, Mark and Sarah knew they were trapped, caught in a nightmare, from which there was no escape. The black-eyed children had come, and they had brought with them a darkness that would consume their very souls. The next morning, the townspeople discovered Mark and Sarah's lifeless bodies, their eyes blackened as if all light had been extinguished. The legend of the black-eyed children spread throughout the town, a chilling reminder that sometimes the darkness that lurks in the shadows is far more terrifying than anything we can imagine.